Every second, another moment slips away. We live as though we have endless tomorrows, but how many of them are we wasting? Think about your dreams, your goals. How often have you told yourself, "I'll do it tomorrow"? But tomorrow doesn't exist. Tomorrow is just a hope, a promise we make to ourselves, one that often gets broken. Today, I'm going to tell you a story that will show you why there is no tomorrow. Your time to act is now. Meet Jake. Jake is like many of us, full of potential, full of dream, but trapped in a comfortable lie. That lie? That there will always be a tomorrow. Every morning, Jake wakes up late, hits snooze, scrolls through his phone. He has dreams of starting his own business, getting in shape, and learning new skills. But every time he thinks about starting, he finds a reason to wait. Tomorrow, he says. Tomorrow. I'll get serious.
But you see, Jake is falling into a dangerous trap, a trap that many of us live in without even realizing it. Jake was ambitious, sure. He had big dreams, and he'd talk about them endlessly. He'd say to his friends, "Next year, I'll start that business," or "Soon, I'll get in shape." But when the chance came to act, Jake hesitated. He was comfortable where he was, doing just enough to get by, always pushing the hard things to tomorrow. He told himself, "There's no rush. I've got time." But while Jake was waiting for the perfect moment, life was passing him by. And what Jake didn't understand yet is that time doesn't wait for anyone. Then it happened. One day, Jake's boss came to him with an opportunity that could have changed everything. A high-stakes project, something that could fast-track his career, something that could give him the recognition and success he had always dreamed of.
But instead of stepping up, Jake hesitated. "I'm not ready yet," he thought. "I'll start preparing tomorrow." But tomorrow never came. Days passed, and Jake didn't take action. Someone else took the project, and Jake was left with nothing but the bitter taste of regret. Jake felt regret, but he pushed it aside. "It's no big deal," he told himself. "There will be another chance." But deep down, Jake knew something had changed. He had let fear, laziness, and the comfort of tomorrow steal something precious from him, an opportunity to rise, to prove himself. And yet, Jake still believed that time was on his side, that tomorrow would come, and everything would be fine. But what Jake didn't realize was that he was running out of time.
Then, in a single phone call, everything changed. Jake's best friend, someone who had always lived with passion, always seized the day, was gone. A freak accident, one that nobody could have seen coming. Jake was devastated. At the funeral, he listened to people talk about his friend, how he lived every moment to the fullest, how he never waited for tomorrow to start something new. Jake couldn't help but think about the countless times he had told himself, "But tomorrow. Tomorrow to start his dreams, tomorrow to take action." And suddenly, he realized, tomorrow doesn't exist. All we have is now. Standing there, Jake realized something he had never fully understood before. Life can change in an instant. There is no guarantee that tomorrow will come. His friend lived a life of action, while Jake had spent his days waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect time. But that time never comes.
And in that moment, Jake knew he couldn't wait any longer. He couldn't keep lying to himself about tomorrow. He needed to act now. That day changed everything for Jake. He woke up the next morning at 5 a.m. No more snooze button. No more delays. He made a promise to himself. Today, not tomorrow. He set goals, clear, actionable goals, and began working on them immediately. He started his business, sent out proposals, worked late into the night. He turned off distractions, stopped scrolling, stopped waiting for the right time. And the more Jake acted, the more momentum he built. Suddenly, Doors that had been closed for years were opening. His career, his health, his relationships. Everything began to improve because he wasn't waiting anymore. He was acting.
Jake's life didn't change overnight. It changed because of consistent action, day after day. It wasn't about waiting for the right moment. It was about creating the right moment. Every choice he made to act, to push himself, brought him closer to the life he always wanted. And he realized that everything he had ever dreamed of was possible, not because he waited for tomorrow, but because he acted today.
Jake's story is a reminder to all of us that there is no tomorrow. Tomorrow is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid facing the discomfort of today. But the truth is, the life you want, the success you crave, it's all waiting for you. And it doesn't come in some distant future. It comes from what you do right now. The choice you make today, the action you take this very moment, that's what will shape your future. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop telling yourself you'll do it tomorrow. Because the truth is, there is no tomorrow. All you have is now. So what will you do with it? If you're ready to stop waiting and start living, hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing content, and share this video with someone who needs